All right, hey guys, welcome to the Bootcamp Blueprint, episode 6, offline marketing strategies. Now, if you're watching this for the first time, this is a weekly show. I run it out of the Fitness Education Online community group, and then I repurpose it on our Facebook page and on our YouTube channel, and then it's going to go on a podcast as well. What I would like everyone to do, if you're watching this, just hit like and comment below. Couple reasons why. Basically, the more likes and interaction any post gets on Facebook, the more other people are going to see it, and I want as many people to see this as possible. Okay, so if you're watching this live, just hit like now so it gets out there and I know you're watching it. Just comment below and say hello. Same thing if you're watching it later, just hit like and comment below as well. All right, now I'm going to get into it. It's going to be quite a topic because there's quite a lot to it, offline strategies. What I want to start with is just share, this is just my opinion. So I'm going to share things that I've personally used and things that have personally worked for me before and things that haven't worked for me before. And I'm also going to share the reasons why. So it's not just, hey, this works or this doesn't work. I'm going to share reasons why. Okay. The other important thing when you're talking about offline marketing strategies is that you also have backup procedures in place. What I mean by backup procedures or back-end procedures is for any marketing you do, whether it's online or offline, you want to have an email list so that you can also do regular email marketing, and you also want to have a closed Facebook group where you can add people in and then you can just add value to them. All right, because with marketing, it's not always about getting the sale then and there. It's about getting the lead and then nurturing that lead. Okay, so let's get into it. Oh, and what I like also is just plenty of comments and interaction during this as well. So I'd love to get everyone else's experience. So the first thing I'm going to cover is a business card. Okay, business cards. So this is quite controversial because I've actually got a pretty controversial stand on this. I don't believe in business cards. Okay, when I started in the industry, it was the thing. Oh, you've got a business now, you better get a business card. And I ordered like 1,000 of them or something. You know, it was some deal where the more you get, the cheaper it is. So I ordered like 1,000 business cards. I've still got them. All right, 10, 15 years down the track, I still have these business cards. All right. Now, a couple reasons why I don't believe in business cards. Firstly, I think they're dated. Right? I think it's a thing of the past. Business cards were around like before mobile phones. So say for example, if I was out somewhere back in the day and none of us had mobile phones and I told someone what I did, yeah, hey, look, I'm a personal trainer, I run a boot camp, they've got to either just forget about me or they've got to find a pen and paper and then write down my name and write down my number and write down my email. And who just keeps a pen and paper around and keeps it and then holds on to it without losing it? All right. So in those days, that's why there was a business card to save someone from doing that. Hey, here's my business card. Put it in your wallet. When you get home, put it on your fridge or in your phone book or something, and there you go. But in today's society, we've got a phone. Right? So instead of that happening, if I'm in a situation and I meet someone out, they're like, hey, yeah, I'm interested. Do you have a business card or something? I'm going to say, hey, look, I don't have a business card, but look, what's your phone number? I'll give you a call during the week. Or, hey, what's your email? I'll send you over some info. Or, hey, what's your number? I'll text you over my website. Or, hey, I've got this closed Facebook group where I post regularly in there. Let me add you to Facebook and add you to that group. All right? Comment below and let me know if that makes sense. How it's like way more valuable to have someone's phone number, email, and Facebook as opposed to you giving them your business card. Because if you give them your business card, you've got to wait for them to call you, and maybe they're scared, maybe they're intimidated, maybe they've forgotten, maybe they've lost it. There's so many reasons for them not to call you. But if you have their details, you've got so many options to contact them and help them out. All right, so that's the business card. That's why I don't use them and I don't believe in them. Nothing against you if you use them and they work. That's cool. This is just my opinion here. But let's get a bit of a discussion going. Comment below and let me know if you got a business card. Let me know how it goes. And let me know if you think it'd be more effective to give someone the business card or to get their details. All right. Okay, the second one's interesting as well. Letterbox drop. Now, this one isn't as controversial because 99% of people that I speak to do this and it doesn't work. All right. Now, that's not saying it doesn't work full stop. I'm sure there's people out there that it has worked for, but majority of people, it doesn't work for a couple reasons. A, it's super expensive. All right, so if you want to target, one postcode, it's probably not too bad. But if you want to go that little bit wider and target a few different postcodes, it really starts to add up. Okay, now the down point to letterbox drops is it's not targeted. All right, you're just sending out a bulk letter to every single person in that area, whether they're your ideal client or not. All right. And the down point to that is you can do that exact same thing on Facebook now. You can put a Facebook ad out and you can just show it to that exact same audience. It's way cheaper and you can be a bit more specific, right? Hey, I only want to show it to women. Hey, I only want to show it to men. Hey, I only want to show it to people aged 20 to 30 because that's who usually trains with me. Hey, I train seniors, only train it to people over 60, or, most of my clientele is that mum age that's like 30 to 40. You can just target people but so much more specifically, all right? Whereas the letterbox drop is more spam, all right? So letterbox drop for me is a big no-no because it's just so expensive and you just can't target it. And hey, I've done it once myself as well, and that's what sort of scarred me. Like I did it once, put this nice flyer together. I sent it out to all these postcodes, spent hundreds of dollars, maybe thousands. I got one lead from it. Okay, one person called me from it, and she didn't end up signing up. All right, so out of all the letters that I dropped, I got one lead. Didn't even get their details because it was them calling me from a private number. All right, and no clients. So letterbox drop, big no-no. Now, let's get to some of the positives, because sort of the first couple I've said have been, sort of anti. So I'm going to run through a couple that have worked and work really well for me. All right. The one that I really recommend is a health professional. Okay. So I recommend that everybody partner with a health professional or as many different health professionals as possible. What's a health professional? Whatever you want. Nutritionist, dietitian, physio, chiro, osteo, GP, EP, podiatrist, right? Psychologist. There's so many different professions that you can benefit from each other. All right. Now, I'm going to go into a bit of detail here because it's important. It's not just about pairing with someone. All right, it's not just about, going to your local physio and saying, oh, hey, I'll send you someone, you send me someone. That doesn't really work. A couple things, but the basis of it has to be that you pick that, whatever the field is, it's a relationship that's best for the client. So let's use a physio because that's probably the easiest. All right. Step one is you find a physio that you know, like, and trust, and you refer all your clients to that physio. And you tell your physio, hey, I like what you do. Let's get together a partnership. Any clients that I've got that need a physio, I'm going to send them straight to you. In return, if you want to do the same to me, that's cool. But if not, what's important is that I look after my clients and I want to send them to a really good physio. Okay. The advantage is there. It's just good for your clientele. It's good if you know that physio because you can liaise with the physio and with your clients. You're not saying, hey, just go and see a physio. You're saying, hey, go see Ives, all right? Go see my mate Ives, because that's my physio, right? I'll say, hey, go see Ives. And it's just more of that community feel, okay? Now, what's important from the physio side of things is the closer the physio is with you and your clients, the better it's going to be for them. So I reckon getting that physio free training, let them come down to Bootcamp for free, get them down to all your social events as well, because then it's going to be better for the physio. They're going to get more clients because the clients know them, like them, trust them, and they're going to in return reciprocate back to you. Okay. Now, a couple things that's important here. Well, I guess a couple different strategies. So I've done it a few different ways. Okay. There was one boot camp I was running in one area of Sydney, and I went to this fun run and I met a physio that was at that fun run. Okay. And, just started chatting to him and said, hey, I'm actually looking for a local physio. Would you want to help out? Blah, 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 blah. Got talking. He gave me a free physio sessions. We got talking. We exchanged details. And now he's a good friend of mine. And, we're constantly referring clients. Okay. Another way you can find that a local health professional is just via your current clients. Okay. So then I was running a boot camp in a different area and I wanted a chiro. So I just put it out to all my clients. Hey, has anyone seen a chiro? Does anyone know a good chiro? Anyone that's got a friend that's a chiro? And one of my clients told me, hey, look, go and see this person. He's a chiro. So we liaise, same sort of thing. Got to know each other, like each other, trust each other. And we put together a deal then where basically what I did is every 12-week challenge, all right, I would send this person, or my chiro would send an email to his list saying, hey, I've got a colleague who's a personal trainer. He's running a 12-week boot camp. He's going to give one of my colleagues at random a free 12-week challenge. Just email him here, and he's going to pick one email at random and get a free 12-week challenge. The advantage to that system there, I would just get all those emails come through to me. I would pick one out at random and give that person a free 12-week challenge. Okay. The advantage to that is once I've given them one 12-week challenge, I obviously want them to rejoin to do another and another and another and another and another. All right. And also all those other emails and phone numbers I get, I can give them a call. Hey, what's up? Look, you actually didn't win the free 12-week challenge, but hey, come down for a free week. And if you like it, you like it. All right. So two different ways you can do it. One's a bit more relaxed. One's a bit more structured. What I can't stress enough, though, is that you need the relationship with that health professional. You can't just, talk over email and you don't get on with them. You've got to be friends with that health professional. And the closer that health professional is with your clients, the more business they're going to get. And what I recommend is find someone in a similar situation to you where, they're trying to build their business as well, and it's benefits for both parties. All right. So to summarize that, pair with an allied health professional. Okay. It's a good strategy to have, and it's very passive, right? Especially if you've just got them there anyway, it works well. All right. Another offline strategy you can use is a local business. Now, I'm torn on this 50-50. I'll tell you a bit of a story where I used for it. We'll go from there. So someone told me about this strategy. They're like, hey, Jono, what you want to do is, just get a clipboard together and just give away a free 12-week challenge. But people have to, write their name down, and then you draw a random name out and they get a free 12 weeks. Or you can just give everyone that writes their name down on this clipboard a free 2 weeks of training. Okay. So they said, look, go find 5 local businesses and put them there. Find like hairdressers, beauticians, supplement stores, clean eating cafes, smoothie bars, etc., etc., etc. Okay. So I went out to they said 5, I wanted to beat it. So I went out to 10 different places. All right. I went out to 10 different local businesses, or I set myself that goal. I was like, I'm not going to leave until I've dropped these 10 different clipboards in different businesses. It took me all day because you get knocked back. People say no. There's so many different things that they can say. But anyways, I went out there and I just grinded for all day and dropped off 10 of them. I should give a bit of a strategy there. If you're going to do this, the best thing I find to do is walk into that place and just ask for the manager straight away. Because chances are you get the receptionist, and if you walk in there and you're like, hello, could I speak to the manager, please? I've got a query that I can only really speak to the manager about, or I really need to speak to the manager. They sort of get on the back foot a bit, and they're a little bit scared, and they tell the manager, and the manager comes, the manager's a bit scared, and it just works better for you, because especially if you're intimidated walking in that place, if you can get in there and sort of have that power and have the staff and the manager a little bit intimidated, who's this guy, is he making a complaint, what's going on, then you can sort of spin your pitch. And you're like, hey, look, I'm a local personal trainer, I'm looking to grow my boot camp. What I want to do is just give all of your clients a free 2 weeks of training. Anyone that comes in here, they can get a free 2 weeks of training. And you and all your staff can train for free whenever you want. Okay? A couple things going on there. Firstly, you're just adding value, right? You're just saying to their clients, hey, every single one of your clients gets 2 weeks training for free. Who's going to say no to that? Right? It's like, say you're a hairdresser, hey, get your hair cut and get 2 weeks of free personal training, or two free weeks of boot camp. It's a better service. They don't have to do it, but if they want to do it, it's going to be better for the hairdresser. All right. The other thing there is you're giving that hairdresser and their staff a couple weeks of free training or whatever you decide there, then they're going to be more likely to refer it to their friends. Okay, so that's the philosophy behind it anyway. Let me tell you my story and then we'll sort of go from there. So I was on the grind and I dropped off 10 different clipboards, and I was super excited. I came back the next week to see how many leads I got and how many people entered their details. Out of those 10 places, I think 5 of them were in the bin or just didn't remember me. All right, so I went back a week later and 5 people were just like, who are you? Clipboard? No, we never had a clipboard. And some of them I find in the bin and that anyway. So out of those 10, 5 were just gone. I think out of the remaining 5, 3 of them didn't have any leads, were just completely blank. And I think there were 2 places that had a couple leads in there. So I was a bit dejected, but I was like, all right, whatever, those 5 I won't worry about. I'll just focus on the 5 that, appreciate me. So I came back the next week again, same sort of thing. Out of those 5, there was another 1 or 2 that was in the trash or didn't have any leads. And I narrowed it down to 3. Okay, that was sort of giving me leads. Went back the next week and, one person's like, Jono, hey, look, it's been 3 weeks and one person's written their name down. Here's your clipboard, see that to buy. Right? So it was down to 2 different places, and those 2 places were like 15, like I'm in the middle. One place was 15 minutes that way, the other place was 15 minutes that way. So I was having to do like a 45-minute round trip just to pick up these leads, and it wasn't worth it for me. All right, so I scrapped that system and I didn't have any clients. Had a few leads, but didn't have any clients. I was like, it's just not worth the effort. But a couple things happened within the next couple weeks. All right, one of the places that I went to that got hardly any leads, the head hairdresser gave me a call. And she's like, hey, Jono, look, it's me. I know you came in a couple of weeks ago. I really want to train, so I'm going to sign up and do your 12-week challenge. So she signed up full price. Okay, she loved her first 12 weeks that she then signed up for a year after that, and she brought 2 friends with her as well. Okay, so that's an example there where it didn't work for me straight away, but from that I got like a client for like 18 months and a couple more clients for 6 months just by, going in and trying that strategy. And there was another situation where one person wrote their name down on one of the lead forms, and I gave them a call, and they live too far away because this was the place that was 15 minutes away, and they were like 30 minutes from that place there, so they couldn't train. But we had a good chat, added it to Facebook, whatever. And anyway, one of her friends actually lived in the area, put up a post saying, hey, does anyone know any boot camps in this area? She tagged me, and her friend signed up for a year. Okay, so there's, I guess, an example there where that strategy might not work right away, but if you can plant the seeds and get them in place there, it's going to be more likely to work. Okay, same sort of thing there where it's only going to work if you're close with the people. If you just walk into any store and give them a clipboard, they're going to throw it away in the next week, or they're going to hide it behind the counter or whatever. But if it's one of your friends, they're going to be more likely to help you out. And if that person's training with you, they're going to be more likely still to help you out. All right, so comment below and let me know if the local business strategy makes sense. The next one from there, important one as well, is a trainer uniform. Okay, so I recommend that everyone has a uniform, whether it's a hoodie, whether it's a singlet, it's something on there that says personal trainer or bootcamp instructor, so that when you're walking around your local area, people know who you are and what you do. Right? It sounds silly, or so simple, but it's so true. Like, you've got to wear clothes anyway, right? When you go around your local area, why not wear a shirt that says personal trainer? So if people are interested, they see that your shirt says personal trainer, they ask you, hey, you a personal trainer? And then you can say, yeah, how I am, what are you into, blah, 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 blah. Because most people that ask that are just going to say, yeah, hey, look, how do I lose weight from here? Hey, how do I lose weight from my hips? How do I lose weight from my tummy? And they may not train then and there, but you use your back-end procedures. Hey, look, add me to Facebook and, I'll add you to my group. Or, hey, I'll flick you over an email, give me your number, we'll have a chat, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So that strategy there, it's so simple but so effective. Just by wearing that uniform, people who ask you are going to become leads. All right? Whereas if you didn't wear that uniform, then people would have no possible way of knowing if you're a personal trainer. All right, so training uniform's an easy one to do. Last one we're going to cover is networking groups. So a few different ways you can do this. By networking groups, it's just hanging around with people, right? Now, there's specific networking groups out there. The popular one is BNI, Business Networking Interest, or something like that. I've never been myself. Okay, comment below and let me know actually if you've been to BNI before. Me, myself, I've never been. I haven't really heard good things about it, to be honest. But basically the way BNI works is it's a group of people. They all run their own businesses. They're all in different professions. So say you go there, you might have one person's a trainer, one person's a lawyer, one person's a computer nerd, one person's an accountant. Everyone's different jobs. And every week someone gives a different pitch. So one week the lawyer might get up and say, hey, this is what I do. I'm a lawyer, blah, 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 blah. So if you need a lawyer, you see that person. If your friends need a lawyer, you refer them to that person there. Same thing, one week you go up, you do your spiel. Anyone wants to do your boot camp, beautiful, they come down. Any of their friends want to do it, they refer them to you. Okay, so it's just a way to get yourself out there. I've never done BNI. What I did myself was Toastmasters. Okay, comment below and let me know if you know what Toastmasters is. If you don't, it's basically just like it's like a public speaking group, and it's It's like $10 a week or something cheap like that. Everyone gives up, or everyone goes, a couple people get up every week and sort of give a speech. It's more about helping your public speaking, but because you're going up and talking usually about yourself, people get to know you, and it's just another way to get yourself out in the community. All right. Or the other way you can do it is just create your own little group. So I've created just my own little group as well, just a group of friends. We meet up every week and we just discuss how we're going in business. And same thing, if anyone's interested in that line of work, we go and see them. If anyone's got friends that are interested, we go and see them as well. All right. So what's sort of important there, I guess, with that strategy is regular. Okay. So that's why a lot of these specific regular groups work, is because they are regular. You can go there every week and you see the same people every week, and it's just getting your name out there. All right. But anyways, that's today's video, the offline strategies. Let me give you a bit of a summary about the ones that I recommend, the ones that I don't recommend. So the ones that I don't recommend is the business card and the letterbox drop. Okay, don't recommend either of those. The ones I do recommend is get yourself a connection with a local health professional, or as many local health professionals as possible. Local businesses, that's sort of a 50-50 one. You know, you can do it, but you got to make sure that everything's in place and it's appropriate. The trainer uniform, I definitely recommend, and the networking groups, I definitely recommend. All right, that's the video for today. If you liked it, just hit like so I know that you liked it, and so that everyone else can share it around as well. Any comments, just comment them below, and I'll get through them during the week. All right, have a good day.